What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mike Tyson, and today we were heading to the Harley Davidson of DC to support my boy DJ Academic event. It was a bikini bike wash and just a gathering, you know, just having some fun. I think they do this every month, so shout outs to DJ Academic for hosting these events every month. It's just something to do on the weekends, you know, if it ain't nothing, you know, something else going on, which, you know, most of the time it's usually mini group rides or events going on. But I like to support, you know, my community and the guys that I rock with, and he's one of them. Shout outs to Ash, who got her 2025 Gixxer. I like that bike a lot, and I like that color scheme too. I wanted to get that color scheme with my Gixxer, but I just went all black. So, but I may add some red touches to it. But as you can see, it was a bikini bike wash. It was some test rides of, you know, road glides, street glides, all that stuff for Harley Davidson. I'm not at that, you know, that point of getting a bagger yet. However, I did have, you know, a V ride before, so I ain't gonna say I don't like Harley Davidson, but I'm just not at that point where I'm ready to get a bagger yet. And I was talking to Ack, and I was just saying, I'm not an endurance rider. Like, I'm not taking 5-hour trips on a motorcycle. For all that, I'm a truck and trailer. That's why I got the setup to do that. You probably get like 2 hours max out of me on a ride. So, you know, we'll do the Philly cheesesteak run. Maybe, you know, I'll do Ocean City, you know, bike week. I'll do that. But when people start talking about doing cross country trips and, you know, long trips, you know, down south or whatever, nah, bruh. I'm gonna be in the comfort of my truck and trailer. Way better, more safer, and yeah, more comfortable. That's what I like to do. So yeah, shout outs to the endurance riders. I'm just not one of them. So with that being said, yeah, so, you know, some people popped out to the event. It was a hot ass day, I can tell you that, because I was sweating my ass off. But however, you know, the bikini bike wash, most guys like that type shit, you know, and you know, we have a good time, we network. And for me, I try to, you know, promote the channel as much as I can to new subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber already, like, comment, subscribe to the Mike Tyson YouTube channel. It wasn't no race day today, so, you know, we were just kind of just chilling, just hanging out, you know, thinking about, you know, what's the next stuff coming up, what we can plan for, so on and so forth. But this is the Gixxer that I like, 2025 1000, and of course you got the Beamer boys. Yeah, bro, I'm not a Ducati or BMW fan, just because of, you know, bang for buck. I think the Japanese 4 is that's just my thing. So that's just what it is, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Most people, you know, they got their specialties. They like particular stuff on their motorcycles. I get it. So do your thing. But shout outs to the bikini ladies, who they were actually cleaning bikes too. Like, they were detailing these things. They wasn't just throwing soap and water just to get paid. Like, they were actually working. So shout outs to them. But after I left there, I had to hit another event. So it was just one of those days where, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, be in several places all in one day. So I was on my way to the next event. I went down to the Alexandria waterfront. There was just, you know, a couple guys meeting up there. As you can see, they were all heading down there, and I just wanted, you know, to pop up to see what was going on. And again, it's just another networking tool, just to, you know, show my support. And, you know, I support people that support me. Let's just keep it funky. That's all it come down to. You got to be out in these streets, got to be out in the community, you know. It ain't always just the internet to, you know, to promote some shit. Like, you really got to be outside sometimes, and I'm outside. During it, you know, usually we got I got like a schedule. Like, everybody knew about, you know, Taco Tuesday. Then we do the IKEA rides on Wednesdays. Then it's what is it? Oh, Thursdays you got the karaoke up in Gaithersburg. People go to on Throttle Thursdays. And then Saturday or Sunday, Sunday you got Bikes and Breakfast, and then Saturday you got some kind of event. So, you know, it's always something to do in the DMV when it pertains to motorcycle community. So you can't never say ain't nothing to do. So as long as if you keep your ear to the streets, and I mean, I'm sure everybody got, you know, a chat group or an event group or something. There's always something going on. So you can't say that it ain't nothing to do unless, like I said, it is raining outside or it's too cold or whatever the case may be. But again, this was just another gathering down at the Alexandria waterfront, and again, we just networking, chopping it up with a couple guys. People asking me about when is the next road race day, what is the next event coming up, so on and so forth. So like I said, I try to post it, or I try to let people know, you know, what's coming up that I know about that hasn't been posted yet, so just to get it on their calendar or just make them aware of it. So this is basically all the IKEA group ride people that was coming down to the Alexandria waterfront just to hang out. It was just a nice day, so I'm all for it. After that, I had to hit another spot. Again, I was just out riding. So like, sometimes being on your solo dolo, that's all you need. I mean, we all know about, you know, this riding season has been pretty sad, I would say, because just a lot of shit going on between, you know, again, accidents, fatalities, so on and so forth. It's just like, bruh, I'm better off riding alone. So again, I had to hit the next spot. So while I was already at the Alexandria waterfront, I just stayed on the Virginia side. I hit up my guy DJ Academic. Had another event going on down at Coleman Power Sports at the Woodbridge location. So he was DJing there. I hit that one up, and I wanted to talk to Rick. Everybody know who Rick is at Coleman Power Sports. He do the tuning for a lot of people bikes, and he got the dyno in the back where, you know, you can get your numbers and all this and that. So my Indian, I wanted to see if I can get it refined a little bit better. Obviously they discontinued the Indian FTR 1200, but I wanted to see if there was, you know, some kind of tuning for it besides just the regular stock tuning that I got when I bought the bike. So Lloyd's Garage is the only tuning for this bike. I was trying to see if they had like a Hoonigan tuning or maybe a Dyno Jet, something to you know, I think the bike ain't performing the way it needs to be. So I talked to Rick. Rick tried to look up, you know, different mappings and stuff like that. Couldn't find nothing. Obviously they only made a tuning up to 2021, and this is a 2024, and there's no more I mean, this bike got discontinued. So at that point I was just kind of like, do I keep this bike or do I trade it in, something like that. So, you know, I just wanted to be entertained. So while I was at Coleman, even though I didn't record it, I talked to a couple salesmen. Well, I talked to a salesman. Shout out to Jason. I was just like, bruh, humor me. So I was like, let me see get an appraisal for my bike. And I got a $10,000 appraisal for this bike. And I was just like, shit. But the numbers wasn't making sense on the bike I wanted. So I was just like, nah, I'm gonna just keep it for right now. Now, on my way back from there, I don't know, something just came over me with these fucking toll roads, man. you know, when you hop on these easy passes on VA, on the VA side, yo, this shit said like $25. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It ain't even that much traffic. I'm like, this is rape. I don't care what y'all want to call it. This shit is highway robbery out this bitch. So every time I went past easy pass, I just said, you know what, fuck y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the middle finger and take a picture of that and try to send me a ticket if y'all want to. It ain't getting paid. So at the end of the day, I was just like, $25 in this road ain't even it. I mean, it ain't even traffic. So I'm like, something wrong with this algorithm, or something wrong with the computer, whatever the case may be. I was just like, man, this is some bullshit. $25 just to ride on the street. Ain't like where did we get, like, where did all this shit come from? I know we in a capitalistic environment, but damn, like, you got it. I seen a post, it was kind of funny. They was like, all right, you know, once the light bulb was invented, who invented the light bill? Like, what the fuck? Or water is free, why we gotta pay for water? Like, what the hell? Like, this shit is free. So I'm just, you know, it's almost like having a weed session. You know how you be smoking, you just be like, make it make sense. Like, water is free and we gotta pay for it? Fucking the electricity, we gotta pay an electric bill just to have light? Like, these are just basic necessities and you gotta pay for the shit. I'm just like, ain't this some shit? We got, next thing you know, we be paying for air just to breathe. And that's what it comes down to. So to travel to and from work, you got to pay just to get on to drive your car on a certain road for the sake of time. Like, again, make it make sense to me. But that's just what it was. And I was kind of just venting out at that point. I was just like, this is some bullshit. But after I hit that event, I was on my way back home for the day. Again, sometimes having a solo dolo ride is it's therapeutic. And I had my music on in my helmet, so I was just vibing out and again, just clearing my head, thinking about shit. And again, as you on the road, as you can see, it was a nice day out. A couple bikers was out, so it was just, hey, we were just riding. So most people, when they see a pack on the highway, they try to catch up to them, just get into that pack and get into that, you know, that line, just so, you know, you can kind of get through the traffic a little faster. So that's just what it was. But this is just me venting. That's all it is. This was just a chill video. So peace.